rolling.
Good morning. I'm here with Dave the Badger Weinbach, the most awarded pickleball player in history, who happens to be from Madison, Wisconsin, very close to Mueller Sports Medicine headquarters. Dave, great to see you, man.
Great to be here, John.
All
You know,
right.
the US Open is always one of my favorite tournaments of the whole year.
And it's great to be here, and we're looking forward to watching Dave win a bunch this week. I wanted to ask Dave a few questions this morning, one of which is, how have you been working through the last year? It's been a lot of different things with the pandemic. How have you trained and continued to grow your game?
Yeah, that's a good question, John, because a lot of our tournaments obviously were canceled. And, I've just tried to really stay sharp. I use the time to really get my body and my mind in really good shape. I've lost, some weight and been working out and really eating right. So have kept the training really going on the court and off the court.
Excellent, excellent. You look good. You look good.
Thanks, John.
Excellent. So one of the things I wanted to ask you is, with everything coming back, and there's a lot of people here down at the US Open, what have you found in terms of your play schedule? Is it back to normal, or is it still building?
My play schedule back to home is still building a little bit. We've actually been playing a lot of tournaments here in the last 4 or 5 months, so we're back kind of into that tournament competitive mode versus rec play mode. So we've got the tournament face on this week. Had a really good tournament a couple weeks ago out in Newport Beach, California. Was fortunate enough to win the gold there in the mixed and the men's, and we're ready to go here in beautiful Naples, Florida.
Excellent, excellent. Nice and warm down here, that's for sure.
You're always going to get the heat and humidity when you come to Naples in
sure.
April.
Excellent. So one of the things I did want to ask you, Dave, is as you've been training and really getting back into your top shape, have you had any injuries and anything that Mueller can help you with?
I've really tried to focus on my health, both mental health and physical health. And I've been using the Mueller knee sleeves for 2 or 3 years now, since you and I first talked, and you sent me a lot of great product that I've been trying. And I like the plantar fasciitis socks as well. My wife and I both use those. I talk a lot to people about the socks. A lot of people that play pickleball, especially folks that use a heavier paddle, they end up getting a little tennis elbow. So Mueller has an elbow sleeve that I have found to be very helpful as well for me and a lot of my students that I work with and teach. So I've been fortunate not to have any serious issues, but I do a lot of this preventative stuff, John, that really keeps me in top shape and able to compete with these kids that are half my age.
Right. And you're doing a great job. You're winning a lot.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm glad we can help you a little bit on your journey. The other one that you should try sometime, especially after you've had a long, hard tournament week, is try our kinesiology tape. We have this new tape called Typhoon Kinesiology Tape. It's good for reducing inflammation and help you get back into your practice routine.
Yeah, that's great. Oh, the other thing I should say is, because I do a lot of teaching, I'm on the court for long hours of playing and teaching, my lower back sometimes bothers me after periods of time. So Mueller has some great back supports. In fact, the newest one has been the most helpful. It's where it rolls around, my whole body. I forget the actual name of the actual product, but there's several. If you go to the Mueller Sports Medicine website, you can see there's 3 or 4 great back support products, and those have been really helpful for me. It keeps my back loose, it keeps it warm, and it's a really good preventative solution as well.
Good to hear, good to hear. We just came out with one called the 4-in-1 Back, and it's got 4 different elements to it, including a hot and cold pack free inside of it. You can get that at MuellerSportsMed.com or Walmart, Walgreens, many other places. So, Dave, it's been great getting to know you, and you're doing such a great job representing the state of Wisconsin so well, and to represent Mueller well, so thank you very much.
It's my pleasure. It's a joy for me and really an honor to support Wisconsin-based companies that are doing the right thing for people in terms of health, and both physical, and mental. So thanks for you and your team helping keep me in great shape. I did have a couple of questions for you, actually, John.
Sure, happy to answer it.
In terms of your goals and objectives, specifically with pickleball, How do you think Mueller Sports Med will continue to grow and help pickleball players all over the United States, really, and the world?
Great question, Dave. And we love pickleball at US Sports Medicine. We love it. It is the fastest growing sport in the world. It's a sport that really anybody can play, and we like that. You know, we have great roots in many different sports, hitting our 60th year this year of US Sports Medicine. We always like to help emerging sports grow faster and get the word out. So we're going to continue to support pickleball, continue to develop products, and you've been great at testing products for us and giving us feedback on things we can do to make them better, and different kinds of products that maybe we haven't thought of yet that we can do. So we're looking forward to this year. We're looking forward to everything getting back to normal at some point and continuing to grow the sport of pickleball.
Well, I can tell you from a player's perspective, we really appreciate what you and your team have done to really build new products as well and new solutions for players and competitors, because people that play pickleball, as you know, it's very addicting and run the courts for long periods of time, and there's always aches and pains, and we're always looking for the right solution. So folks that have not tried Mueller products, go to the website that John has talked about. Look at the solutions. I promise you it'll help you stay in shape and help your game.
All right. Thanks a lot, Dave.
My pleasure.